Hello YouTube, and how is it going? This is Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I am Blizzard Raptor. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here and you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the videos that you watch, and leave me a comment. Let me know how you are getting on. Do you enjoy Assassin's Creed? Are you looking forward to Mirage? And let's get on with our Victorian adventures. Pay attention to that though. 465 BC, an assassin known as Darius kills King Xerxes I of Persia, because we will come back to that much later in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, when we play the Legacy of the First Blade. I'm sure the DLC is called, where you find out that the Assassin's Brotherhood as we know them actually started in Persia with the hidden blades and everything. So we are in unconquered Whitechapel. What a place to start. The melting pot of London, where the poorest gathered. So there's 4 activities we've got to do to conquer Whitechapel. It's a very, very gentle introduction to the conquer mechanics. The game will literally explode with content after this. There'll be, because I've never completed it because I just constantly get I just constantly get caught doing side quests and other missions, and you meet these interesting characters, and once you bump into Charles Darwin and all, it's just madness, honestly. You'll love it, It's kind of like, playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate is kind of like reading a Penny Dreadful. It is genuinely, honestly that good. And I can't wait to play the Jack the Ripper DLC. It'll be the first time I've actually seen it. I've had this game for years. Literally, I think I said in the first episode, I have all the Assassin's Creed games. I get them day one from Ubisoft. I think because I was working for the UK company Game at the time, I got the first 2 Assassin's Creed games there. They were the collector's editions that existed at the time. So the very first Assassin's Creed game, I bought the game and I bought the statues of Altair separately that Game was selling, and then I got the black edition of the Assassin's Creed 2. Maybe I actually got that from Ubisoft. I don't think that was something you could get at Game. The black edition of Assassin's Creed 2 came with the statue of Ezio dressed in the Milanese gear with the mask for the Carnival and the Milanese sword, which was a statue that you couldn't get in any of the other collectors. So maybe I did get that from Ubisoft actually. And then since then, I've basically just ordered the quote-unquote legendary or quote-unquote collector's editions from Ubisoft. So I got this one with the clock tower box that opens up and has the statue of Jacob with the standing leaning on the cane, which brilliant, you know. I love all this stuff, but I never finished Syndicate. I don't know what stopped me. Life, probably. And I'm gonna grab that now because I think I remember this sequence. So like I say, I haven't done a lot of Syndicate. I think I've literally done the first 2 big assassinations, but yeah. So we're going to do Abberline, we presume. I'll tell you a bit about Fredrick Abberline.
I don't see Mr. Abberline.
Well, we tried.
Pay attention to the lady.
I may know a thing or two about that splendid fellow you're talking about.
What's this?
God's sake! Are you trying to blow the gaff?
What?
Sergeant Abberline, at your service. I presume you're the Frye twins Green mentioned.
I was expecting you to be a policeman.
I was expecting you to be discreet.
Henry Green said that you could help us go unnoticed.
This is how it will work. I will give you the names of criminal gang members. You will bring them back to me. Quietly.
Oh, we'll be as quiet as an old lady. A very hairy, strange old lady that looks a lot like a policeman.
Jacob.
Now, whatever you do, try to remain within the bounds of the law. For my sake. I don't need any corpses at the station. Approach the target from behind and attempt to make them talk. Then bring them to my carriage, carefully.
So, Fredrick Abberline is famous because he is linked to the Jack the Ripper case. Abberline was eventually brought in to help the Metropolitan Police with their... Getting too close to these guys. I'm trying to stay unnoticed. Right, is this still... No. Right, for goodness sake, I'm just going to pause this because this is going to get... Right. Fredrick Abberline came into the Jack the Ripper case, but only after the murder of Mary Ann Nichols. And like I say, he was sent from CO, which I think stood for Central Office, which is basically what... It was Scotland Yard, but that was the division name was CO. With two other detectives to assist London's Metropolitan Police in their inquiries into the Ripper killing. And Abberline had already gained a reputation for being a steady and efficient police officer. He'd started out as an apprentice clockmaker, but he joined the police force in 1863, I think. I'd have to check that. But I'm pretty sure he joined the force in 1863, 1864, thereabouts. And over the next 20 years would make a steady progress through the ranks from constable to sergeant in uniform and then to the detective plainclothes ranks. And he would eventually be sent from... I'm sure he was with H Division before he was sent to Scotland Yard. And Abberline's association with Whitechapel, which is where he grew up and where he first walked the beat as a police officer, was part of the reason why Sir Charles Warren requested he be assigned to the Whitechapel killings, the Whitechapel murders team, because he knew the area and he knew the sort of people that lived in Whitechapel at the time. I'm not going to talk much more about Abberline's involvement in the Jack the Ripper because I'm sure he'll come back in during the Jack the Ripper DLC. It would be a big misstep to introduce him as a character and not put him in it. But if they don't mention him in the Jack the Ripper DLC, I'll talk about his involvement in the Ripper case. But the Ripper case and one more case would be his...
You shouldn't be here. Get going. Terminus for you, my friend.
Just get finished with this guy. I've just figured out why I'm not doing as well with this, because I got that belt. Inventory. Belts. So the belt that I unlocked was the Initiate belt, I think. It was this one. Have I not upgraded his skills? No, I only upgraded Evie's, didn't I? Give me a second. I got a skill point for him, yeah. So you can see Jacob has slightly slightly more skills. He's got the double assassination thanks to Evie. He also has the kidnap ability. I'm trying to think what the best thing would be for him. Loot takedown. I mean, to be fair, combat is Jacob's tree. Health boost. You know what? It's always a good idea in games to go for the health boost. We'll do the health boost. I'm still level 1 though. Right, let's see what we've got in terms of level 1 weapons, because you can't, things are restricted as you can see to level. Vlad the Impaler's cane sword, the Vorpal kukri from the Jabberwocky, the Wallop Enhancer, Initiate Knuckles, cane swords. I'll just use the Knuckles. Can't equip them, why? Okay, the game's being funny with me now. I don't like that. Okay, so apparently I'm not allowed to equip any other gear. Well, the reason I'm not doing as much damage to these guys is because they're a high enough level above me that it's taken a lot to... What have we got here? So there's the target, you see them? When undetected behind an enemy, press circle to kidnap them, move slowly to shrink the detection radius, and we shove them inside Abberline's enclosed carriage. So we've got a bad guy down there, we've got our target, we've got a police officer there. So his mate's there with his back to me. We're gonna wait for him to come back and then start. If he's got his back to me at that table, but I can't remember if he's facing me or looking away from me, but if he's got his back to me there, I'll grab him there.
No one's got the bloody sense of civility. I'm going back home, mate. Get off me!
We're fast friends now, aren't we?
Oi!
I just got him.
Your gob. Meet my blade.
What is it that you think I've done?
Collecting rent from people who don't owe you a shilling. I don't require a reason to end your life.
Get off me! Piss off! Oi!
So this is the kidnap mechanic.
Meet my blade.
What is it that you think I've done?
Collecting rent from people who don't owe you a shilling.
Yeah, me and half the richies in this bloody city. You gonna kidnap them too?
Not a peep from you.
Get off me! Piss off!
What's going on over there?
Shut your gob. Meet my blade.
What is it that you think I've done?
So he's just going to repeat the same crap over and over again. There isn't a lot of dialogue lines. But this is one of the new things you can do for Abberline, and it gets important gang members off the streets and weakens the gang in your area.
Shut your gob. Meet my blade.
There we go.
What is it that you think I've done? Help! Help!
That's a girl.
So we have to drop him off now.
Who do you think
We are not shooting enemies while we've got him in the cart. I am not.
Easy, girl. Easy. Keep moving. Steady on.
As we ride through the streets of London. It's interesting to me. I've played recently the game Watch Dogs Legends, I think it's called, the latest one, the one set in London, and I sort of recognise the geography of certain areas. I see landmarks that are still there, but of course a lot of London
We'd be glad to see him behind bars.
has been bombed and etc. Find associates throughout London and aid them. Aiding them increases the loyalty. Loyalty unlocks unique and valuable rewards. So by doing the bounty hunt, we've unlocked one sort of part of Whitechapel that's now safe-ish. And you can see what we've still got to do. And on top of those missions, there are the animus fragments again, or helix glitches, illustrations, vintage beer bottles to collect, viewpoints, still. You know, the London was and still is massive. I suppose it was the first metropolis. It's not anymore, obviously. There are massive metropolitan cities all over the world now, but at the time, because of the sheer number of people that were moving into the London area for work, for opportunities.
You make me sick, you know that? He's all eating at one pace.
What have I done?
This is your last bout. Enjoy.
Okay, that'll do. And I do have a skill point I can use now, so we'll go ahead and use that. It's not in there, it's in here. Didn't it say I had a skill? Oh yeah, I do have a skill point. We will pick up Unstoppable. Well, I had 4 skill points. Okay. We'll do that one, because no doubt we'll get access to... There we go, we've reached level 2 now, so I'll be able to actually buy and equip new gear. And most of these will probably cost 2 skill points. Yeah, they do. So you see the skill point cost increases as you go up the tree. What we're going to go for here... Health boost, Unstoppable 2, Slayer. Okay, we'll go for this because this will be quite good to set up different things, and I'll just get loot takedown as well. It's not a detailed enough tree to to let you have... what's the word? To let you have the... oh, they're actually quite good. To let you do like character builds, if that makes sense. Like you're not going to do like a stealth build Jacob or a... because they are... he and Evie are totally different characters. You can also upgrade your gear. It doesn't change the appearance as far as I know. It just adds to the sort of attributes that that piece of gear has. Firearms, so what we've got equipped is this Derringer pistol, which, you know, a lot of people are going to say it's rubbish. It is. Got an initiate belt here that we can equip. Outfits. Jacob's gear there. You can get new outfits again throughout the game. Gunslinger outfit, outdoorsman outfit, the blackguard suit, the master assassin outfit, Ezio's gear. The legacy outfits are still in it as well. Dr. Daniel's garments, I think that's a reference to Frankenstein. And the creature's rags is also a reference to Frankenstein as well, I'm sure. Yeah, it does, it says right there, Mary Shelley, Frankenstein or the modern Prometheus. And colours obviously being the, just dye his outfit different colours. So we've got some upgraded gear, which is good. We've to kill this guy with a crate of dynamite. So one of the things that was introduced in Assassin's Creed Unity that you'll see in the videos that have been uploaded for... that have been uploaded that Erin, Mrs. Raptor, has played for me, is the idea that you can plan your entry and exit from scene, from like assassination opportunities. This game went a little bit more in depth for certain ones. There's key targets that you have to assassinate.
Come into the blighter's hands without harm. No mishaps.
There's my target. Kill him with a crate of dynamite, so that means I need to find a crate of dynamite. So helpfully the window...
How many do we have left to distribute?
Only about a dozen, sir.
Excellent. Soon all of London's blighters will be armed to the teeth.
No bobbies in sight.
Good. Distribute the dynamite then, and carefully.
Is that dynamite?
Very good, sir.
I done it! Yes! But it was loud. Want a bet? Haha! Escape through the crowd as well, I like that. And now, it isn't this easy for every section, by the way. It really isn't. It gets really complex to unlock certain areas because you have to do missions for Charles Darwin, Alexander Graham Bell, you have to do missions for Charles Dickens, you have to do missions for Henry Green, you have to do the missions for Abberline still. You have to... all these things come up that just add to the density of what you have to do. So I'm doing one activity per sector, we'll call it, of Whitechapel, but it becomes much, much harder to unlock areas in Ooh, a lock chest. In the in the later game. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. My goal for today is to try and get Whitechapel done because it will show you all the. Don't you dare. Here we go. I'm glad I got to him there. Genuinely thought he was going to kill that poor wee guy. Those events popped up in Unity and were necessary to unlock certain bits of gear for the assassin in Unity called Arno, and they stayed for this game. They're just called either environmental events or social events, I think they're called. Just little things that pop up as you're walking along the street.
Someone's left the sty open.
Lock chest. If you don't have the lockpick skill, you can't do this, and if the chest's too high a level, you can't do this either. So we unlocked a colour from that chest. So not every chest has like money and useful stuff. Some just have cosmetic enhancements, but I suppose that's better than charging you microtransactions for it, although Ubisoft in Unity and in Syndicate did go down the microtransactions route, which was quite sad to see, because they charged you for things called Helix credits. So you spent real life money on Helix credits, and then Helix credits you could use them as an alternative means of unlocking in-game content. So for example, some of the higher level, I think I can show you what I'm talking about. If I go to inventory and weapons, for example. Right, okay, it's not going to show you just now because you're not. Basically what it would be is you can either, see where it says get in-game currency. So you could spend your Helix credits on in-game money. And using that in-game money, you can unlock a lot of gear quicker than someone else might be able to, which is an unfair advantage. There's a vintage beer bottle here to collect, so we'll just do that while we're here. Start as you mean to go on. Let's get all the collectibles one after another. It should be just here. There we go. Got a beer bottle from Whitechapel. These guys in the green dots that are popping up, they will shortly become very, very familiar to you. They are the Rooks. Now, they shouldn't know who my character is yet, but she did just call me Mr. Frye. But yeah.
Hey, piss off before I break your legs!
That'll do me. Now yes, you can pinch small carriages and larger carriages. You can Grand Theft Auto this. I could steal that off this guy, for example. See, hijack driver. Grand Theft Auto Victorian London.
I'll get you!
No, you won't. I might take to the rooftops because that's going to be a significantly faster and less intrusive way of getting to where I want to go. So up we go. Come on, Jacob, you're a fit young man, let's get up there. Once you're on the rooftops, you don't need to hold X or circle to free run anymore. You just need to use R2. If you want to go up, you will need to use X. If you want to go down, you will need to use circle. But that's basically how easy they made it. I don't think Ubisoft could have made it any easier for you. If you want to gain elevation, push X. If you want to go down because you need to get to street level, push circle. Otherwise, just hold R2 and enjoy the free run. And because we're not getting up to anything, we get a nice musical interlude. There's a beer bottle down there. I will get it in my own time, don't you worry. Do the Templar stronghold, do you know that? I think I will. So we have to eliminate all blighter thugs to conquer their territory. We'll try and do this quietly. How do I... Here we go. So up we go, again. Up and down rooftops. Can I? Yes, I can. That gets rid of that blighter, literally. There's another one. There's 10 altogether, I've done 2. Gonna wait for that guy to come back and make him disappear in here as well. Then we'll set about freeing the captured clinker. How do I whistle again? There we go. The controls don't feel as intuitive because they had to fit more into anybody else here. No. I'm gonna wait for her to turn her back to me again like that, and then I'm gonna.
Good place to start.
Down you go. Ah, no bother, pal.
I can take him now.
No, you can't. He can get all the reinforcements he wants.
Tackle him.
I'll do. So there's more here.
Must be one of the clinkers. Good place to start.
Thank you, Jacob.
Mr. Frye, good to see you. Yes.
Found you. Get down.
Here we go. So the Blighters brand gets burned down. Now the Clinkers are going to become the Rooks. Remember Jacob's obsession in the last episode with having his own gang? That's what's going to happen. Last mission, to catch an urchin.
You seem to want my employer's attention, Mr. Frye.
Oh, I positively crave it. But you'll do for now.
As you like.
This is gang warfare. Ooh, Batman. And they're dead.
Someone should stop that juggling.
So, you can see that there's much more Clinkers here now. They are going to become the Rooks. They're technically Clinkers at the minute until Jacob does one more cutscene. Now normally I would have done that last, it just happened that I was beside that. Because you can't take on, see the guy that was there, that K-Lock fella? You can't take him on until you've completely taken over an area. Thought that was Abberline again there for a minute. Just because of the dress, I'm not judging the lady's looks or appearance. It's the dress. The dress was exactly the same style. I just thought that, like I say, that it was Abberline again. I do not judge people on their appearance. Unlike most men, I do not voice my opinion on women's appearance or men's appearance. You look like how you look like, you enjoy that. So I can't get to that chest because it seems to be right underground, okay. This would also be the last Assassin's Creed game until the upcoming Mirage, where you had to have handholds in the environment for you to be able to climb. So the environment had to make sense for that. So see, for example, if it was a blank brick wall, uninterrupted, with nothing else in it, all Jacob would do is scramble up it and fall off it again. But because this has protrusions, see it has the wooden ledges, Jacob can get up to that and grab that and continue to climb and make his way down. When it came to Origins, because buildings weren't quite designed the same way,
Thank you kindly, sir.
Origins would be different. You could freely climb the environment. Unless it was a smooth surface, you could climb up it easily. You could also do that for Odyssey. Cassandra can pretty much climb anything in the game. And Valhalla is the same, because Eivor, the first part of Eivor's life, the assassin that you play in that game, you grow up in Norway and you spend time climbing the mountains there, so Eivor again can climb anything. I think for Mirage it's going back to this system where there has to be, logically there has to be a place where you could grab to climb, which doesn't make sense to me to go back to that, since I have always I complain about this for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I've complained about this for Assassin's Creed. Just let us climb, like. Big Ben.
What is this place?
It's nice to meet you both at last. This is Babylon Alley. Here we make it our business to know the streets and provide children with the opportunity to control their own destinies.
Clara. Mr. Green said we might be able to help one another.
In exchange for our services, we ask a small favor.
Well, why not? You seem to have taken most of my money. Why not take a small favor, too?
There are several factories about the city that are powered almost entirely by child labor. Those children work long hours with little pay, and most are not permitted even to leave the factory grounds. They suffer terribly. I need you to save them.
A small favor.
In return, we offer you intelligence, something you clearly need.
Oh, hold on a minute.
I'm late for an appointment. What are these terms?
We accept.
Pleasure doing business with you.
And now you've met Clara O'Day. So, the last... I'm just going to unlock these skills. It's easier to do it now. Leadership's Jacob's new skill. Oh, and Evie's. They will do what Evie says as well because she's Jacob's sister. I should point out that although Jacob runs the gang, they recognise Evie as his sort of second in command or equal, which is good. So we've got Eagle Vision 2, decent, and we're not allowed to get Scavenger, so... did we only have one skill point? Yeah, right, that's fine. When I get another skill point, I'll unlock that last one. I'll probably get one for doing this. So this is one of the other Conquer Territory missions that we do. We have to free the kids from the... There is the alarm, alright? So there's two ways we can do this. Just going to check the time on this. Yeah, we should have time to do this mission. I mean, disable the alarm first and go up to down. Sorry, down to up, making our way up through the floors. Or the way that I did it the first time I played this and the way that I subsequently like to do it. Yeah, see what I mean? There's nothing there for Jacob to grab hold of, so he won't climb it. Bit irritating, but hey. The Whitechapel sawmill. Pretty sure you could get in on the roof.
Keep working! We ship out next week and we are far behind schedule.
Maybe I was mistaken. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, yeah, it is down to up. I'm gonna have to do it. I thought there was a way into the roof. Maybe it's one of the other factories I'm remembering actually. That would make sense, to be fair, given how little I've sort of played this game.
Less chitter-chatter and more work! Next one to utter a word spent the night chained to the fence!
Too much damn bust.
I think I'm gonna have to whistle on this guy. I was hoping his back would be to me long enough to... Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna assassinate him. I'll do. Just send my Eagle vision.
Bloody children. They seem cheap, but you must replace a brat every other week.
That guy up there would see me.
Something's up.
No mercy. There goes that.
Look sharp.
Thank you, mister.
Keep working. We ship out next week, and we are far behind schedule.
Best way up here.
Working. We ship out next week, and we are far behind schedule.
See him? He's up there. So you've really only got two options here. That guy is gonna see you. Excuse me for a second. There we go. Sorry. Apologies for the coughing in your ear.
More work. Next one to utter a word spent the night chained to the fence.
I quite fancy assassinating this guy. There's that guy there. He is gonna see me, I think, if I do this. I really want to do it this way though. Need to go up one more to wheedle round the corner. You never saw anything. You saw nothing. See, some of the blighters have fled. She's got her back to me, that's a mistake, down you go. Right, kids.
It's alright, kid.
Thanks, Mr. Frye.
There ought to be a law against bad manners. No more. I'll put it down. All photos and nothing for the gun on his
You won't be laughing when you do the
evidence dance, though.
Who's he hiding from, I wonder?
He's not very good at hiding, is he?
Get the hell out my rod.
Grab him! Drag him out!
That's scared to die.
So you should be. I would be scared to die too. Apparently there's one group of kids that I've missed and I think they're being guarded by that dude. Yeah.
Heads up! We have an intrusion!
No, you don't.
Hush now.
Thanks, mister.
Hi, you're welcome, kiddos. And that's it done. As easy as that. Obviously, if you'd let them ring the alarm, and then the clinkers take them out. And now, Whitechapel's free. And this is how you conquer a territory. You do the gang war. I should just have enough time to do this, I think. He says as he runs away to open this chest just because he doesn't want to have to come back here later. So those materials that you've seen him collect, they are necessary for Jacob to be able to do upgrades to his equipment. If you don't have those materials, you can't upgrade his gear past a certain It's a really rudimentary crafting system. Again, it's not in depth or anything like that. Now, have I got time to do that? No, I really don't. I don't, because there's cutscenes after this, and I'm not going to be stupid. So I'm going to call this episode here, and then we'll do the gang warfare, and I'll introduce you to the coolest assassin headquarters in any game, bar none. Beats everything in every other game. Beats the bureaus with no doors in one. Beats the Monteriggioni villa. Just kicks the backside off everything, including Edward Kenway's ship. I love the Jackdaw and I love that game, but give me the headquarters in this game anytime. It is absolutely tremendous. It's one of the coolest things Ubisoft have ever done. And in my opinion, things like this need to make a comeback. So, we're going to call it there. Thank you for joining me again, guys. I have had a lot of fun playing this again. I'm delighted. I'm looking forward to exploring the bits that I haven't done. It'll be the first time seeing it with you guys. And then the Jack the Ripper DLC. Once we finish the main game, this is the only game that I'll be coming back to play the DLC for, because it's Jack the Ripper. I don't think you could say that to anyone around the world and them not understand who that is or what that is. Strange that such a horrible man should have such an iconic status. Weird how infamy works. But anyway, we thank you for joining me again, guys. When we come back, we'll have another episode of Assassin's Creed Syndicate for you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video and any other videos you watch, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and I'll see you real soon. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye for now.